blog, she'sinherelement.com, and today we are going to get back to canning. That's right, I am continuing with my Canning Chronicles, and today I am going to show you how to can monkey butter. Now, if you've never heard of it, monkey butter is this delicious concoction of bananas, pineapple, sugar, lemon juice, and coconut. Now, my particular household, we don't like coconut. We like the taste of it and we like the smell of it, but we don't like the texture of it. So sometimes I will actually use a coconut extract and just put a couple drops in my monkey butter. Other times I just leave it out altogether. It is delicious either way. Today we are going to be leaving it out as I just don't have any right now, and that's totally fine. Also, if you don't have a canner or you don't want to can it up, you literally don't have to can the monkey butter. You can make your monkey butter and keep it in the fridge. Also, if monkey butter sounds intriguing to you, but you're not quite sure what to do with it, you can do so many different things with it. Monkey butter is amazing on biscuits, on toast, on English muffins. It is amazing on pancakes and French toast. And quite honestly, it's delicious straight out of the jar with a spoonful. So monkey butter is something that is incredibly fun to make and something that you can use on so many different things or even just by itself for a nice sweet little treat. So without further ado, let's get this monkey butter rolling. First, I'm going to start with about 5 nice ripe bananas. I am going to peel them, and if I should come across any brown spots on the banana, I'm actually going to cut that off. If I was not canning this, I really wouldn't care, but canning, you do not want to put anything in the jar that is bad, a little bit rotten, a little on the soft side. You want everything that you can to be just completely so fresh. It's just how you need to do it to keep things safe. So once I have everything all peeled, I am simply going to just take a knife and I'm just going to slice these bananas up. They're not real thick, they're on the thin side because these are all going to go in a stainless steel pot on my stove. So I actually don't want them too thick, but again, it really doesn't matter how thin you make them. So just slice your bananas up, and when they're all done, stick them in that pot. All right, I've got my bananas in my stainless steel pot, and I've also added my can of crushed pineapple, juice and all. That's very important. Do not drain it. Add the whole thing in there. And then we are also going to add our lemon juice. The lemon juice is what gives me the ability to actually be able to can this. So for me, it's an important ingredient, but it also does add to the flavor. So canning it or not, that lemon juice needs to get in there. Next up, we are going to add our sugar to our pan, and then we are just going to get the heat going on it. And this is so simple, like the hard part's already done. I've got my heat up on high, and I am literally just going to bring this to a boil. I'm also going to continue to stir it occasionally while doing so, and I'm just going to let this get nice and hot to start. It's coming in at a good hot boil now, and depending on the texture that you want for your end result, you can either use a handheld old-fashioned masher like I'm showing you here, or you can use the emulsion blender, which is what I like to use because it actually gives the monkey butter a really nice, smooth consistency, which is what we prefer in our house. But you can do whichever way you prefer. I just find if you want that silky smooth texture, you definitely want to go for the emulsion blender. And if you want that chunky, delicious homemade texture, use a handheld masher. So I am going to use my half pint canning jars for this. I think they're the perfect size. And these ones are actually super pretty. They have the quilted pattern on them. So kudos to me for picking those. But I'm just gonna use my Instapot ladle, which we all know I adore using to fill my jars. And I am going to add my puree into that. I'm going to leave a 1/4 inch headspace in my jars, and let's see how many we can get. Now I am going to use my debubbler, and I am just going to go into each of the jars and make sure there are no bubbles inside of them. I also noticed that a couple of them have a little too much, so I'm also going to remove a little bit from those and add it to a couple that I see have a little bit less, and then I will be ready to clean the jars off. Now I am just going to take my white vinegar on my piece of paper towel, and I am going to go all over the tops of the jars. We need to do this to remove any sugars and any substances that can be on the top of the jar, because that will prevent your jars from getting a good seal with the lids. And that's very important. So you definitely do not want to skip that step. And now I am putting the lids on, and I'm also going to add the rings to the tops of these. And again, we're doing a water bath canning procedure, and we want our rings and our lids to be on finger tight. Don't hammer them all the way down. Just use your fingers and get them on finger tight. Next, they are going to process in a water bath for 10 minutes. And there we have it. I have 9 half pints of delicious monkey butter and 3/4 of a pint of a jar of monkey butter that I did not can, but I am going to put it in our refrigerator, and that will be what we enjoy right now. And there you have it. How easy was that, seriously? Monkey butter. So good. I'm already down 1 jar, and it's been literally 45 minutes. It's that good. You will love this. You have to try monkey butter. If you try nothing else that I suggest to you, try the monkey butter. Oh, you can eat it right out of the jar. And we have a jar that's open. This one did not get canned. I ended up getting 9 half pints, which is fabulous. One's already gone. And then this one was 3/4 of the way full, but it's already been gotten into as well. So this will be our monkey butter for the refrigerator, and the rest will go on the shelf, and I will pull them out as we need them. And they're really not going to last very long down there. They are delicious. They're going to go super, super quick. A half pint's already gone. They just got done and it's already gone. So, monkey butter. Who knew? Well, thanks so much for joining me today as my Canning Chronicles continued. It was really exciting to share with you this simple but delicious monkey butter. Please try it. You won't be sorry. And again, you don't have to can it. I will link my blog post in the description below. That will have the printable version of the monkey butter recipe for you to have, and for your ease, I've made it printable. So if you want to go there, it'll be a little more in depth as to the measurements and exactly what you need and exactly how to do it. And again, you don't have to can this. You can put it straight in your fridge. You can freeze it. It's entirely up to you. I like to keep a fresh jar in my fridge, and I also have plenty down on my shelf. It's not going to last, so I'll be making more real soon, I guarantee you. But thanks so much for stopping by the homestead today. If you're new to my channel, you might want to consider hitting that subscribe button. I do make 2 new videos every week, and it's on scratch cooking, the DIY, and a handmade home, one day at a time. Thanks so much for stopping by the homestead. I'll see you guys real soon.